do here?
You know what? This is just like a breath of fresh air. I'm not kidding. I think it's been day 5, day 6. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. But it's just everyone's in it for the right reason. Everyone's in it. You have great energy. You have great people. And at the end of the day, everyone's putting aside their agendas and doing what's best for the team. And let me tell you, it is refreshing and everyone's excited to be here.
Remember when Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter thought they could rough up Caitlin Clark with no consequences? When defenders got away with cheap shots and refs stayed quiet? Yeah, that era just ended. Loudly.
Needs an enforcer. She needs a brute that will wreck people if they wreck her.
Sophie Cunningham just stormed into Fever training camp and sent a message that's echoing across the WNBA. The veteran sharpshooter and Taekwondo black belt isn't just joining the squad, she's stepping in as the new enforcer for the league's most targeted star. In this video, we're breaking down Sophie's camp highlights, key interviews, and why she's now the Indiana Fever's secret weapon against every cheap shot coming their way. Drop a CC and Sophie in the comments if you're hyped. Let's get into it.
Sometimes you need one of those players on your team. You need one of those enforcers. Every good player, by the way. Every good player, every good team that is a super duper star. Most of the time have enforcer type players.
Remember when Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA as the most hyped rookie ever? The excitement quickly took a darker turn. As the season unfolded, a troubling pattern became impossible to ignore. 17% of all flagrant fouls across the entire league were committed against one player, Clark. Let that sink in. One rookie, in a league full of elite athletes, somehow became the target of nearly 1/5 of the dirtiest plays. This wasn't random. It was calculated.
So there's a hot topic going on right now. Caitlin Clark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down.
Game after game, the pattern was undeniable. Opponents weren't just playing tough, they were targeting Clark. Punishing screens, excessive body contact, and hits that crossed the line from physical to downright dangerous became routine. What should have been a showcase of elite talent turned into a nightly gauntlet. Angel Reese quickly emerged as Clark's most visible antagonist, mixing relentless physicality with nonstop trash talk aimed at rattling the rookie. But the ugliest moment? Kennedy Carter's viral shoulder check on a fast break, a blatant cheap shot that lit up social media. These weren't basketball plays, they were messages. Making it worse, officials consistently looked the other way. Whistles stayed silent on fouls that would have been automatic for anyone else, forcing Clark to navigate a brutal minefield while leading a young, inexperienced Fever squad.
Clark! Hammer!
This wasn't just about winning more games. It was a statement to the entire league. Targeting Caitlin Clark would now come with immediate consequences. The Fever weren't just assembling talent, they were building a fortress around their franchise star. But the key question loomed. Who would set the tone on the floor? The Fever needed someone with the perfect mix of skill, toughness, and a no-nonsense edge. Enter their answer. A 6'1" enforcer with a black belt in Taekwondo and a reputation for never backing down.
They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court.
This wasn't just about racking up wins. It was about sending a clear warning to the entire league. If you target Caitlin Clark, you'll pay the price. The Fever weren't merely building a roster. They were constructing a fortress around their franchise centerpiece. But one big question lingered. Who would anchor this new no-nonsense mentality on the court? The Fever needed the perfect mix of skill, grit, and fearlessness. They found it in a 6'1" powerhouse with a Taekwondo black belt and a reputation for standing her ground, no matter the opponent.
Like, she needs an enforcer, and if it ain't gonna be me, Michelle Rappaport, like, where is Charlize Oakley? Doesn't her team have like a Zavaria McDaniels or a Rakisha Mahorn? She needs like a goon on her team, because when your star player that's bringing so much money, so much attention to the league, and it's a collective, it's a bunch of them, it's been brewing.
Enter Sophie Cunningham, a player whose reputation spoke volumes long before she even suited up in Indiana. But her true mission became crystal clear the moment she grabbed the mic at training camp. Behind her deadly 37.8% three-point stroke lies something even more valuable. A warrior's mentality, and a message that sent shockwaves through the entire league.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie Cunningham.
When Cunningham stepped into her first Fever media session, reporters expected the usual cliches about fresh starts and team chemistry. Instead, she dropped 6 words that echoed across the basketball world. "I'm here to make sure nobody takes cheap shots at our players. That stops now." In a league where most athletes play it safe with polished PR lines, Cunningham's blunt declaration hit like a thunderclap.
I think that's what they were doing in the offseason. They were trying to get winners, people who know how to compete, people who want to win, and put that together with experience, people who have championships. And so when you have that type of combination, and us kind of young bucks, I'm kind of a tweener, and then you have the vets, you know, you're just trying to be a sponge, you're trying to learn, you're trying to be good now, but at the end of the day, you're trying to be the best when it's preseason, right? And so that's why you have those vets, is so you can learn from them. They've been around the game for a really long time, and that's kind of the refreshing part about being on this team, is that everybody wants to learn, and so everyone's dialed in.
What makes Cunningham uniquely suited for this role isn't just her size or physicality. Her background, rooted in discipline and combat training, directly fuels her fearless style of play. Throughout her WNBA career, she's earned a reputation as someone who never backs down, making her the ideal enforcer for a team determined to set new boundaries.
I do think that everyone knows that we have something special here. I think a lot of teams have a lot of teams that are special, a lot of rosters that are special, but can you put it together? Can you put aside your agendas? Can you come into work every single day when you're tired, when you're sore, and still get something done and stack the days? And that's what we're doing. Today was tough, you know what I mean? Like, we've been going for a long time. They haven't been, this is not an easy training camp, I'll tell you that, but I think we're going to be better for it. And I think if you ask anyone, everyone kind of just feels that nice energy.
Cunningham's commitment goes beyond guarding Clark. In training, camp interviews, she stressed the importance of building chemistry off the court. "We need to know and love each other," she said, because that translates into better on-court chemistry and a willingness to fight for one another. Her approach is about more than protection. She's nurturing a team culture where every player feels supported.
I'm on year 7, and I did not believe people when they're like, "Hey, when you get old, you're going to know." Boy, I think I'm starting to get old, and I hate saying that. But no, it's just, we play fast, right? We're going to be quick. We're a run and gun. We're a shooting team. But with that, you got to get your cardio up. With that, you have to play fast but play smart. And so there's a fine line between that, and we're all trying to get that. There's a lot of people here, a lot of different rotations. A lot of people that you haven't played with before. So you have to know where they want the ball, when they want it, their rhythm, their style of play. And so a lot of people are learning, but it's fun, right? Everyone's excited to be here. Everyone's working hard. We've had 3 really, really good days.
Reporters asked about the physical treatment Clark faced in her rookie season. Cunningham didn't hold back. "That's not basketball," she declared. "That's not going to happen on my watch." Her response was clear. The days of targeting the Fever's star with excessive physicality were finished.
What's that chemistry building process been like, especially off the court, since you guys are all now in market?
You know, I don't even want to sound like this, but it's been easy. It's been easy because you have really, really great people here that want to be a part of something special. And so they're not only phenomenal athletes, but they're phenomenal people. They're out in the community. They do what's right. I don't know, we're just good stewards. And so when you're around those types of people, it's refreshing. And when I say this, I'm truly happy to be here because it hasn't been like this for my career in a really long time.
Cunningham's experience alongside legends like Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner has given her valuable insight into handling the spotlight. "I understand what it's like to have every move scrutinized," she shared during camp. Her approach to blocking out external noise and protecting the team's mental space is proving crucial for a young squad facing unprecedented attention.
Anytime you play with the GOAT of our team, or the GOAT of our game, you're going to learn a lot. You know, you have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times. And the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her, so she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball. And so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable.
Cunningham's presence is especially potent because her basketball skills complement her protective instincts. Her deadly three-point shooting forces defenders to stay honest, creating more space for Clark. This dual threat makes the Fever significantly more dangerous, as opponents now face both athletic and basketball consequences for targeting Clark. Beyond her scoring, Cunningham's high basketball IQ allows her to anticipate threats before they materialize. And while fans may notice the scoring partnership forming, coaches are focused on the significant development happening on the defensive end.
So grateful and blessed to have my time out in Phoenix. I met a lot of cool people. I had a lot of great teammates. I learned a lot, had a lot of great times, but just a new era for me, right? A new system, a new type of energy. And so, of course, I'm excited for it. I'm happy to be close to my family. I'm excited to have my teammates. So I'm started to even get close with now. And I think we're going to be a lot of friends. And so, I don't know, it's a new vibe and I'm happy.
Practice. Cunningham isn't just talking about protection. She's demonstrating it. With constant communication, she transforms Indiana's defensive positioning, pointing out screens before they happen, and directing traffic like an on-court air traffic controller. This strategic awareness provides an early warning system for Clark, allowing her to navigate the court without constantly looking over her shoulder.